Hey guys, Jason with CV Customs. So today we are going to work on a 2005 Rubicon TJ. It's got pretty much like a 6.5 long arm lift. We're putting a high steer on it because it's actually got a pretty solid steering system, but with the extra ½ inch that they put in, it puts too much of a strain, and he's broke a couple of his drag link, or pitman arms. We've had to replace it on the trail, so by going to the high steer, it keeps the linkage up, rocks don't hit it, all that fun stuff. But it also doesn't put strain on the pitman arm. So, let me flip this around. I'll show you guys what we're working with here. Okay, so here's the kit. And this is a kit from Rocky Road Outfitters. Right there. So, got it all laid out so we can figure out if everything's here or not. And it looks like everything is. I've actually already counted. I'm not going to count for you guys on. So our first step is we're going to remove the existing drag link, connecting or tie rod, panhard bar, all that fun stuff. Now you can see this is an upgraded kit. It's a Rubicon Express. It's kind of like a bunch of 1-ton parts. Everything looks real big and heavy. What we're going to do is remove all that stuff. We'll take the tires off, and then I'll show you how to take all that drag link stuff off, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got the tires off. Now we're ready to take the drag link, panhard bar, tie rod, all that fun stuff off. I'm going to show you one, and then get the other two done, and then we'll take the panhard bar off. So first we're going to do the drag link and tie rod. It's not real complicated. I'll try and stay out of your way so you can see what we're doing. First you got to take the cotter pin out. Okay, then we'll zap off the nut. Alright, now this works most times, but there is a chance you may have to get a pickle fork to get this off. There we go. So now we're going to do this one up here and that one over there. I'll go ahead and unbolt this, just a regular 3/4 bolt, so I'll get the shock off, and then we'll have a better view so I can show you what we're going to do with the panhard bar. Okay, so we got the steering linkage off. Now you can see the panhard bar. We're going to take it off, but I want to point out that we put 2 more jack stands underneath the frame of the Jeep. When you take this bar off, there's nothing holding the axle to the body, and all we're sitting on right now is those jack stands, so it's unsafe. By mounting the frame, we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to zap this off now, and then we're going to go and get the pitman arm off. I don't know if you saw that, but you see the whole thing shift over? But we still got it on our jack stands, so we're safe. That's why you do that before you take the panhard bar off. The panhard bar has a nut with a strap on it. That's what keeps it in place. So you just got to get it out from inside. You won't need a wrench on the lower end. Also want to point out, this Jeep has already been modified. So this panhard bar is not factory. So the directions tell us just to pull out the panhard bar, but we also have to take off the bracket that was modified here. So let me bring you around, show you what I'm talking about. This whole bracket needs to come off because the original placement is right here. So it's going to go back in right here. So we're going to pull this bracket off too. We're also going to remove the drop pitman arm because this kit's designed to use a factory pitman arm. So I'm going to get this out of the way. Just tap it with a hammer really. And then we'll get everything together to get the pitman arm off. Okay, pitman arm. First we have to remove the nut. You know, pitman arm can be a pain in the butt. You're going to need a pitman arm puller. And it just slides over just like that. And it's going to spin in, center the shaft. Now I will tell you, pitman arms can be a pain in the neck. So don't get too far ahead of yourself. And if you're using an impact, just get some tension on it. Well, that was nice. We got a couple more things I want to take off. Again, we talked about this extra bracket right here. It's coming off, going away. We're also going to remove the sway bar disconnects. The kit came with a new set of disconnects that are specific for this bracketing system. So we'll get this off, get this off. I'll get set up, get back. Okay, so the panhard bar lowering bracket is what we're taking off. It's got 3 bolts. One bolt goes in where the original factory panhard bar went, and the other 2 bolts go through the frame. So we're going to take off these 2 and this one, pull the bracket out of the way, and get ready to put the original stuff back on. This is a bigger bolt, so we got to change our wrench here. Go. Brackets out of the way. Last thing we're going to do is take off our sway bar disconnects. Okay, real quick because it's not overly complicated. There's one bolt right here where the original sway bar disconnect was bolted. Unbolt and then unbolt this. That's it. It comes out of the way. We'll do the same for the other side. Sway bar's out of the way. We get the other one off and everything's disassembled. We'll be ready to put on the new brackets. That's where things get complicated.